All right, guys, I've been off the whole day. Family time, you know how it is with the weekends. So I decided, I was thinking over the weekend, I was talking to a few folks on Discord, and I'm almost like determined at this point to make sure this unit works well. Because if you've played any form of gacha at all in your life, especially ones like this where it's all about bosses and team building, etc., right, with equipment and gear farming. This one actually doesn't have any gear farming at all, but you know what I'm talking about. Which kind of games? Epic Sevens, Raid Shadow Legends. I mean, like you name it, right? All those kind of games. Poison is always considered one of the top debuffs for any boss battles. They do the most amount of damage as a dot. They're almost a quintessential like debuff in the entire game, damage debuff specifically. And we have somebody now who does it, and I'm almost determined to want to build this unit. So here's what we're gonna do. I have not been summoning from Mummy Dhalsim for a reason. I've been waiting to kind of get my wits together here and go ahead and do that. So we're gonna go ahead and summon for him. I'm gonna try to see if I can grab him at all in any of these little these cards first before we go any further. So let me just do that at the very least. I've got 12 here. Let's see if I get any copies of him at all. I mean, I'll get one to be quite honest. He is brand new, so let's see what happens. There we go. So we did get a copy of him there. Um, I do really want to build him. I do. I feel like he can be a unit that will work really well along the as the game progresses, and I think a lot of people are sleeping on him because he isn't quite as powerful as he was in the Taiwanese version, right? They definitely did nerf him a little bit there, but I don't think he's a unit that you should be sleeping on essentially. So I'm gonna go ahead and build him, and I want to do a showcase. Now I don't have him. I'm not gonna probably have him built ready for the showcase, but what I may do is I may ask one of my my awesome friends who have him fully built to borrow theirs as a merc on my main account and probably do a showcase on him there. Now I do want to test him, like I said, in a boss battle. I also do want to test him, and let's see if I got a copy of him here at all. I got Sagat. That's kind of dope. Anybody else? No, that's kind of cool here. Damn, not one copy of him, but we definitely got a copy of Sagat, so that was kind of worth it. So I will try to use him in a boss scenario, and as well as anything else that I think deem worthy. Now I do think he will bring a lot of utility to bosses, but I don't know how much, right? So that's what we're gonna learn. That's why I want to summon on him. So let's quickly go ahead and do a quick friendship one here. Make sure he's on the wish list. I believe I did add him. He is the only one on the wish list there on Thunder. So let's see if we can get a few pulls in. And then I want to talk about his utility. Now, I did mention in the past that I wish the devs would add... Damn. Would add trials with bosses, right? Because, like, yes, his trial was really difficult for a lot of people. It kind of didn't showcase, I feel like, his full abilities. So it kind of makes him look bad, to be quite honest, which I don't think is fair for a unit until we get to test them in all aspects of the game. And this is why we have multiple tier lists that I create, right? I don't create one tier list with all of them. I create multiple tier lists for various functions of the game. And I feel like he needs to also be looked at in different various sections. Now, he might not be the greatest. Man, why do I not get him at all? We got another card. Okay, here. I'm going to try to see if I can choice summon him real quick here. Not the best way to use your diamonds, I know, but it's gonna end up being 3 multis, I promise you, for 1 copy. Oh, bag is full. Okay, let's go back in and fix the bag up. But yeah, I feel like he's a unit that's gonna be slept on quite a bit, and that's unfortunate because I honestly I have a feeling that he's gonna be one that people will appreciate more as the game goes on. Because that poison debuff, which reduces healing by 50%, as well as stacks 10 times, does a lot of effect accuracy increase, but does damage increase if you have less than 5, I believe. So there's quite a bit of bonuses to the utility that that the poison brings that nobody currently has except for him, right? So let's quickly put this in, get Sagat up. It's like I said, kind of a bonus, getting him out of that. There we go. T-Hawk's done. I didn't even know I didn't have T-Hawk down. I thought I did for sure. I wasn't even aware that I had some units that were missing here. Okay, so there's that. Let's see, we got a couple smart ones. We'll leave those alone. This should have freed up some space. Let's go see if we can summon again. But yeah, I do want to get him up. And I do want to start using him in various things. Now, if you remember in the actual trial, he and regular Dhalsim worked really, really well together. The stacks of poison with the stacks of burn was a really, really good thing. Oh, look at that! Well worth it. Well worth it, folks. Okay, so that's two right there. Let's see if we can go. We got four, right? So I'm not gonna push all the way, but let's see if we can get at least one more copy in here. So we're gonna skip that. Sure. One more. Okay, we'll do one more. There. Okay, so we got one more. So I'll see if I can pull them from the cards. Let's go see if I can do that now, actually. Let's see this. Come on, baby. Char- Charming freaking Dudley. Uh, don't ever need him. Nobody ever needs him. Okay, so we got weekly out of the way. It's done. And then we got this out of the way. Okay, so here's where my theory crafting is. I want to talk to you guys about this real quick, okay? Here is where I'm thinking it's all gonna come down to. Just give me a sec here. Let me find him. Thunder. Mommy. There you are. Let's little limit break. Do I have a spot for him? I do. Perfect. Let's toss him in there. Let's see. He's all the way down here somewhere. There he is. Okay. So 426. Now I'm gonna go through his skills again with you guys, and this is where my theory crafting is gonna come in. Okay, so I just want to kind of talk about it real quick. Okay, so let's go to his bio. Let's go to Australia. I haven't done Australia, by the way, for my main account. I have not bothered, but I'm going to do it. So if you look at his skills, right, I feel like, again, they're going to be very good for bosses. So his super, this one here is the only one I have an issue with, but I know why it's there. So gain Toxic Ring status for 15 seconds. Toxic Ring, when attacked, there's a 15% base chance to inflict 1 times poison on the attackers. Now, all bosses, they do AoE practically. It's in their nature, right? And so AoE damage is perfect for him because then he can inflict the poison on the attacker, and this lasts for 15 seconds. When attacking, he can deal additional damage. And then if Poison Ring or Poison Spirit is active, attacks have a 5% base chance to inflict poison, so you can actually do attacks on top of just being hit, allowing him to inflict additional poison. And here's what poison does. Reduces speed by 8. It's not even the main component here. When using a skill, lose 1% of max HP, capped at 80% of the poisoner's attack, stacks up to 10 times, lasts 15 seconds. So this here is huge. Now, if you look at his passive also does something else here, right? So hold on a sec here. Explosion has a 10% base chance to inflict poison. If target is hit by the explosion, has at least 5 poison, they have a chance to get stunned. So this is good for, what's his name? Probably the Path of Fire. So the AoE guild run, which is really, really good. And then also, if you look here, I believe there's one. Where's it? Cloud? No, maybe it's in his cars. There it is. So the cars, right? If an enemy target reaches 5 poison inflicted by Mummy Doll Sim, the target will receive 50% less healing and deal 15% less damage until the battle ends. So this is good for obviously any type of content. Less healing that stops any Hondas from using desperation very often. Elena's healings are going to be kind of cut in half. So and S Yang's healing is going to be cut in half, and it can't be dispelled, so that's great. If an enemy target reaches 5 times poison inflicted by Mummy Doll Sim, the crit resist is also reduced by 20% until the end of battle, helping you do more crits on the opponent. So I feel like he's a great debuffer altogether, just in general, right? His skills themselves, the poison does, so poison essentially does this. Speed down with the 6 cards does heal reduction, crit resist reduction with 5 stacks, and then also does the explosion if somebody dies with a chance to stun. And then lastly, of course, does the 1% max HP every single time somebody does any form of skill. Right here, you guys can see it, and it can stack up to 10 times, last 15 seconds. So that's going to be really good. I feel like that's going to be massive. You can keep those poisons up on a boss. Imagine 10% of the boss's max HP being reduced every single time they do a super or a combo of any sort, or a skill of any sort, right? So I think, again, a lot of people are sleeping on this. I'm going to test them out. I'm going to max them out, and then we're going to try them out in bosses, and I'll see if I'm right. Hopefully I am. So don't take my word on it. I still got to test. I don't want to say yes or no that he's worth pulling for now until we get like further confirmation that he is in fact a good unit. So please, guys, don't take my word on it yet. Again, I will be doing testing right now, and until that testing is done, keep your units to yourself, and let's do the proper test to make sure that this unit is in fact worth building. He's here forever. He's a factional unit, so he's easy to get. So it's just a matter of waiting. All right. Anyways, guys, this is Payne. I just wanted to show you guys my theory crafting here for bosses, what I plan to do. I will do a showcase on him as soon as I possibly can, and then we'll hopefully be able to move on and focus on something else, such as Summer Ibuki. I'll probably mark her as well, and you guys can kind of see how well she runs as a maxed out unit. All right, guys. Anyways, this is Payne. I'll talk to you guys in the next one. Take care.